Hey, it's Tony at Victor Litz Music, and I'm behind the camera today. We bought a collection yesterday, so we're going to show you a little bit of what we got. Some vintage pieces and some modern pieces, and then one or two that are kind of cute and nostalgic to us. So, Victor Litz Music Center in Gaithersburg, Maryland. I normally do 3 guitars a day, but today I'm going to do and just show you this silly little collection we bought yesterday. It's 11 pieces, some fun stuff. See if I can handle the camera and open boxes at the same time. But if you like what you see, please subscribe to our YouTube channel. Enough for that. Let's dig right in. First one, 1960s Standel. We got 2 different Standel guitars. Turns out Standel, best I could understand, is also harp-tone. I remember the harp-tone acoustic guitar cases and harp-tone guitars. And sure enough, the headstocks match. But this Standel headstock is just like the harp-tone acoustic guitars. So I should have done the opening the case real slow with all 4 latches and picked the camera up and ran over them, going up and down. That's what I'll do on the next one, so that anticipation feeling of the unboxing gets you by surprise. But this one's cool. Big, huge knobs. Obviously, semi-hollow body. Nice and dirty and cobwebs inside there. Well, it's all grungy, just the way we got it. Neat flame top. These are American-made guitars. I'll run them up and down so that you can see them. I will not get that in-depth on each one, because this is one of the more interesting ones. Checking out the headstock there. Cool. And that must be some sort of a there's a sticker inside the case that says case for a Martin D28, $80. So maybe that's a historic case, not a harp-tone case. It's just maybes. So next one I won't try to handle and hold, but over here, LMC. We used to do these guitars. This guitar came from maybe the mid to late 90s. No, that's not true. It's got to be 80s. This is when we were in a little house. Litz Music Center Custom. Mark Shanker, which went on to be the bass player with Kicks, and Rob Galpin. They used to do these. I think Rob was involved in them, but they used to paint them and put them together for us. And this one then went on to be owned by somebody local that was playing hardcore, whatever they were doing, but they put lots of stickers on it. And that one's just fun to check out because it means a lot to us. We built these custom guitars. And they were just import parts put together about the time we were doing all the Kramer stuff and Charbells and all that, which in this batch there is a vintage Charbell guitar. So, put this one aside. Video is going to get lengthy, unfortunately. Now let's go do the unveiling. I won't tell you what guitar's in this box. You just wait and you just see. And we're going to look and we're going to show you as that spins around. Each one of the latches being unlatched. 1, 2. Uh-oh, there's a sign on that guitar that says what's in the case. Maybe you saw it. But if not, I'm going to try to open it real slowly. And we're going to hold this up there. We're going to show you slowly but surely. Look at that guitar. Oh my God. But wait, it's another Telecaster. That's what you get. But this is a Tele Plus, lace sensors. See if you can see it from there, but that's a tremolo bridge on a Tele. Okay, and possibly came from Zavarella's Music. Sure did. Looks like the original receipts in there from Zavarella's Music. Phil Zavarella's a friend of ours. They did our instrument repairs for a while. So there's that one. That's one that came out of the collection. Okay, moving right along. Going to go back over here, trying to handle the camera at the same time and opening guitars. All right. This one's a Gianini Brazilian made classical guitar. Cool guitars. We happen to know Dennis Briefel. And Dennis Briefel was a guy, he's probably hopefully still around, but his dad apparently had a lot to do with importing Giannini and a few other Italian brands. This one's Brazilian, but that's a classical guitar, Brazilian, and let's see, could be Brazilian rosewood, never know, but they're pretty well respected classical guitars. What's that say? World's greatest bass player. There's a sticker inside the case that said that. So there we go. It's one more out of the batch. Maybe this is going to work at these angles. Maybe it won't. Go to the next one. Okay. Let's do the unveiling because it gets so exciting to undo latches. And there's a latch there, a latch there, and a latch there. And then we slowly open the guitar case. And we show that it's a Cortez Les Paul copy. So the Cortez thing, that what I know about them for real, Westheimer, Jack Westheimer, and then we knew his daughter Laura Westheimer. She did the Mighty Mite stuff, but Cort and Cortez were imported and distributed by those folks. And the Cortez thing was their early brand, evolved into Cort, but these were Japanese. And the neck through body or set neck versions were pretty expensive for their day, and they were all made in Japan, so they were well respected. But there's that next one. Let's go back over here, set the camera up. Probably don't have a fancy way of doing an unveiling, so we'll just do it this way. This is a Hoffner vintage guitar, not bass. Remember, right? This all came from the same collection. These will all be out for sale eventually. We'll get them all cleaned up, ready to go. Seeing if there's anything in here. Nothing much there. But there you have a Hoffner semi-hollow body. Might be a total hollow body. It's not very heavy. It's nice. Tremolo, and note, tremolo bar is still there. But it is a semi-hollow body. I see the way they did it. It's almost like the center block down here isn't completely through. It's like a trussel system where it's carved, and then underneath this it seems to be solid, and then it's carved again up that way. Hopefully you can see all that. Here's this. It says Hoffner, genuine Hoffner, original, made in Germany. A little bit of flame to the back. It's got to be 60s, I suppose. Lots of patina, lots of checking. All right. Thanks for checking it out. Thanks for sticking with me all this time. There's at least one more Standel guitar, which is like a $6,000 or $7,000 guitar between a couple of them. That's the expensive stuff in the batch, but still a nice variety. So here, a rare Standel guitar, 1960s, built by Sam Kuntz. $7,000 to $10,000 guitar, so it was estimated to be. And once again, I should have zoomed in on those latches being open because it's such anticipation to see a latch get unlatched on a guitar. And then we slowly open the case in anticipation of. Let's go over here and open the last latch. Faked you out there. Here we go. Nice and slow, you open it up, and everybody goes, ooh, ah. So there you go. That's the Standel headstock again, like the harp tone stuff. And this one's like a thin ES 175. Single cut. Their own proprietary pickups of some sort. And these will be out for sale. And there's the inside the label. See what all that says, if you can make that out. Lots of patina, lots of checking. Nice case. Okay, moving right along. Just going in whatever order we got them in. At the end, the guy threw in 2 guitars, which was nice of him. They were just some inexpensive things that didn't really move the needle very much. This is not what the case is. I'll do that unveiling and zoom in on me opening latches, because everybody seems to be so intrigued with a latch being opened on a guitar case. There's one. There's one. And there's one. I know that's exciting. Okay, it's got some old vintage stickers. But what is this? What, an 80s Charbell. I'm calling a Model 4 from what I remember. Back in our days in Maryland, Montgomery County, Venom and Music had the Charbell thing. Everybody was playing them. And this one says Charbell Jackson, so it wasn't a straight Charbell. And then it's got Jackson pickups plus an EMG down there. But that might be a $700 to $1,000 guitar. It's in a completely different case. I think the case fit, I don't know, something large. See if there's anything cool in the pocket. There's a tremolo bar. That's about it. Okay. We're going to go over here to these last few. They seem to be stacking up over here pretty well. Take a look at something else that was down here. Cool, cool. So here's an old name tag from that case. So these instruments were definitely from around here, and you can see some of the addresses of all the different stores we had. Gaithersburg, then Glenmont, and then, yeah, I guess that was the 2, but we had like 4 different locations that could have been on that sticker, but that one came out to that. And let's see, this is, I know what it is, but we're going to do the latches, show you how those work, and orange label, red label, Yamaha FG300. Nice inlays in the neck, cool pick guard, and look at the bridge. And I've seen a couple of these, and that's what they were doing. But there's the label on the inside. It is a vintage instrument. We'll get them all fixed up. Who knows whether they need neck resets or what, but they will be for sale. And I've got 1 more, possibly 2 more to do. Again, thanks for following along. It's a long video. Pay attention. But it's fun. They're fun to do. We buy these collections. We buy, sell, trade. Should you have something for sale, we'll buy the whole collection. We'll buy bits and pieces. If you inherited a collection, we'll pay you serious money. We don't have to get rich on them, but you know, we buy them for resale, so we'll pay you a fair price. But here is a Hoffner 12-string. This was old school, big huge logo on the headstock. You should be able to see that from a mile away. But there is a 12-string Hoffner guitar. Came out of the person's collection, so there's that. And the last one he threw in, Ibanez Geo, nice and dirty and grungy. Check out that brand new set of strings with that one twisted and broken and nice and dirty and grungy, all that dust and dirt. Okay, guitar repairman's nightmare or dream, depending on how you look at it. So there you have it. We are Victor Litz Music Center in Gaithersburg, Maryland. We buy, sell, trade. If you have a collection for sale, we'd love to do it. Help you out. I'll stand on this side, talk to you for 2 seconds and say, we are in Old Town Gaithersburg, Maryland. We buy, sell, trade. We do the lessons, the rentals, the repairs. We're an authorized dealer for lots and lots of brands, all the Fenders and Martins and Marshall and whatever other brands you might mention. Then used, we're real competitive on that. And repairs, we'll do minor repairs for you while you wait, free of charge. You know, if it's a simple truss rod adjustment or something just to help someone out. And anything we can do for you, look up Victor Litz Music Center in Old Town Gaithersburg, Maryland, and we do anything we can for you. Take care.